Hey, this is me, Cheese Dugger. Let's read a story. Creepypasta. Today, it's going to be a close encounter with Tails doll. Find it in the description below. Here goes. One late afternoon, I visited some of my friends to play Sonic R. We turned on a Sega Saturn, and we were excited for our racing tournament. As we were at the character select screen, I chose the Tails star all for humor. Most of my friends were laughing as they chose Metal Sonic, Metal Knuckles, Magic Eggman, and Super Sonic. Later, I won all the racers since I was an expert at this game. We realized time flew by, so my friends left. I still felt like playing video games, so I inserted my Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing disc into my PlayStation 3. Oh yeah. Me and my friends played a few races online. A message popped up on my screen coming from a user called Tails doll. I opened it and it said thank you. For what, I sent a message back to this user. Tails doll then sent another message saying, "You won first place with the Tails doll. I was watching you." I got freaked out for a second, thinking something was watching over us as we were playing Sonic R. Another message from Tails doll saying, "Can you feel the sunshine?" and sent me a friend request, but I didn't accept it because I didn't even know who this guy is. I sent all my friends messages saying, "Did you see anybody watching us?" because I got a message from a user called Tails doll saying it watched me win PlayStation first place with the Tails ball. My friends sent back messages saying they don't know, and with a ooh. I searched Tails doll's profile, but the profile doesn't exist. I immediately turned off the PlayStation 3 and used my laptop to go to the PSN forums. I made a thread about my message encounter with the Tails dolls. Users were replying. They also reported getting messages after playing Sonic R with Tails doll, and administrator deleted the thread calling it nonsense. It was 10 p.m., so I went to the bedroom, turned off the lights, and slept. When I woke up the next morning, I found a little paper saying, "Dear Richard, I'm going to kill your friend, and it's to show them that they are fools. Sincerely, the doll." There was a little blood stain, and where the doll was red. I freaked out and threw it in the trash and had a 1,000-mile stare until I got to school. I ran inside the classroom and screamed to my friends that they would be killed. The teacher thought I was a class clown, and I punished me with the lunch detention today. At lunch detention, one of my peers said they heard a Tails doll after I told them my encounter with it. What made me chills in my spine is that he told me I'm the Tails doll's vessel, meaning that I placed Tails doll while playing as him in Sonic R. The moment after he said that, the fire alarm rang and we evacuated the school. Smoke was coming from the form. It was a real fire. It was coming from my classroom. I came home early due to the fire. I told my parents about the fire, but not the Tails doll. My father told me that my uncle and cousins were coming. Luckily, my uncle was a veteran, so it might have some protection from the Tails doll. For now. A few hours later, I told my cousins the entire story, and they didn't believe me, saying it was a good scary story, but this is reality. Suddenly, my cell phone was ringing, and it was my friend saying he was having a party. I got my permission from my parents and headed off to my friend's house. As I got there, we had a great time fooling around, eating like hell, watching fights with drunk men. After a while, a doorbell rang. The music was so loud we couldn't hear it. so the door rang continuously until I noticed the sounds and opened it. It was my older brother, and so he joined the party. I had a sleepover at my friend's since it's too late to go home. I woke up at 5 a.m. that morning and found a doll that looks like the Tails doll from Sonic R. Since I find no interest in dolls, I gave it to my little sister when I got home. My guard was down, thinking the doll course spithy was finally over. I read my dad's newspaper and jumped on my chair when I saw the headlines. It read, "Fire started in Ames and Howard Middle School by unknown entity. 3 injured." This unknown entity sounded like a Tails doll, and I became paranoid once again. I decided to be a temporary paper boy to end my boredom after breakfast. An hour later, all the papers were delivered, and days after were quite casual with no school. I checked the mailbox for letters from my classmates. I stumbled upon a yellow envelope, which is quite unusual. I ripped it open with curiosity, and it was from your secret killer. It read, "My dear friend, I know where you live. I will not kill your friends, but burn their houses instead for even more suffering. Will you play with me?" I ran to the nearest trash can, threw it away, and I attempted to clear my mind. Later that night, several fire trucks came to several houses, and I realized that letter was actually telling the truth for once. School reopened the next day, and what happened last night made it to Fox News that morning. I entered the classroom, and when I came to school, everyone was paranoid just like me. And when school was over, as I walked home, I found a paper saying, "I will see you, Richard," on the sidewalk. Then I believed this tale was actually real. I ran as fast as I could. When I stopped, I saw fresh blood dripping down a storm drain. I suddenly became sick and disgusted by this perfect sight. I ran even faster. I was inside my home and I locked the door tight. Something was poking me. I turned around. Nothing was there. I ran upstairs and the door locked for no reason. Nothing was inside. Lights went out for no reason. I heard footsteps coming from the stairs. A red light appeared. The lights turned on. It was the Tails doll. It told me in a pneumatic voice, "I will show you the error of your ways." It took out a knife, but turned around and floated outside. I closed my eyes in horror as was killing innocent people. It came back saying, "Are you happy knowing you can feel the sunshine?" It got a huge message and was ready to kill me as well. I locked the door and dropped down from the window. With luck, I landed on the ground. The Tails doll was furiously slashing at the door. A piece of the door flew out the window, and the Tails doll's dark eyes were glaring at me. It threw a knife and almost hit me. It found the chainsaw and told me it was doing a sacrifice. I jumped through numerous fences, but was too fast. It has a slight cut in the chainsaw, dripping with blood. I ran for it was going to kill me. I found a wooden cross and shoved it in front of him. He burned like it was a bomb and exploded. I limped my way back home with the chainsaw and told my siblings an unbelievable story. And that is it. I hope you like this creepypasta. Who knows? He's still out there. Don't play with Tails doll on Sonic R. The end.